These are the training mode settings you have to turn on to understand Sea Viper faster and cut your learning curve. You want to go to screen display settings, go to attack data, turn that on. This will let you know if the move is an overhead, high, or a low, and also how much damage that move does or the combo does. Go to input history display, turn on player 1, player 2, or just whatever side you're on. This is extremely important for execution purposes. Sea Viper requires precision, and you can be 1 to 2 to 3 frames off on something, and that'll cause an error, misinput, etc., etc. So input display history, I've used this so much to understand how the game is registering my inputs and how long I'm holding it, because I may think in my mind I'm doing something, but the game lets me know otherwise, that I have to correct my execution. I'm being too sloppy, etc., etc. Frame meter, have that on. That lets you know startup frames, the active frames, and the recovery frames for every single move. Really, really important. That also lets you know more complex execution things. That lets you know what the timing and rhythm, so you can understand where the cancellation commences. I'm not going to get too into the weeds on that, but if you're starting out, it's really key for just understanding startup frames, recovery, how plus you are, how minus you are. Action timing display, have this on as well. Put it over your head or feet, whichever one you prefer. I have it over the head. I'm going to read off what this is. Displays a bar that represents your character's actionable state. Input a command the moment the bar changes color to perform an action as quickly as possible out the preceding action. So what this means is, if you do a move and the frame meter lets you know you're +6 after that move connects, that means that you can do a move that has a startup of 6 frames, and that will allow you to combo. That being said, there is a certain rhythm you have to memorize. You can't just mash it. You have to wait for the recovery of the first move before you can actually input the second move for it to combo. Can't be too early, can't be too late. So there's a rhythm you have to memorize. This action time display helps you memorize the rhythm of when you want to do the second button so that it can combo. It gives you an indicator of, if it's flashing red, you don't input anything until it crosses this yellow line. So you can see it right here. If it's red, that means you can't mash anything. The game is not going to allow it to register other input. It's not going to allow another input until it goes into the green. Once it goes past that yellow line, if you look above Sea Viper's head, that's what that means. So if I want to do moves like this, it shows that I'm +6, so I can combo into this right here. But if I do it too fast, it won't combo. If I do it too slow, it won't combo. So that little bar is a tool that I can use to combo things properly. Cancel timing display, have this on. I'll read this off. When enabled, your character will change color when its current action is cancelable. When Sea Viper flashes red, it is cancelable into special moves. Special moves like Burn Kick, Focus Force, or Thunder Knuckles, and also DI cancelable. Really important there. Blue means she's canceled. When she flashes blue, it means she's cancelable into certain special moves or super arts. In Sea Viper's case, special moves mean super jump cancelable into another move that links into a special move. So for Sea Viper to cancel out of whatever move she flashes blue, you have to do a super jump cancel, and then whatever special move you want to do. That's what makes Sea Viper very complex. The super art just means that you can do your super art 1, 2, or 3, which was her special attacks. But yeah, you can see here she's flashing red. That means I can cancel into just a regular special move. It won't cost me any bars or anything. But when she flashes blue, I have to do super jump cancel like so, which is down up input of some sort. And you can see it's cost me a bar. And the cancelable moves means that you can cancel mid move. You don't have to look at the yellow bar. You don't have to be dependent on that. You can just, whenever she flashes red, as long as you meet that window of putting the full move you want to cancel into within her flashing red, that's the window indicator you want to look at. Same thing with the blue. When she flashes blue, this is how much time you have to super jump cancel into another move. If you do it too early, there are some moves you can definitely buffer to help out with the execution of it. But if I want to do something like cancel into my level 1, that's the window I have to memorize to be able to achieve it. And it's really, really helpful. It's super, super helpful. Anyways, I hope this makes sense, guys. Take care.